thank you for joining us today for the Permission for Pleasure Masterclass edition of our speaker series. If you've enjoyed this video, please click the link to subscribe and catch all of our latest interviews and masterclasses. And if you'd like to apply to host your own masterclass or be interviewed, you can also apply here, and it would be amazing to host you. And if there's a specific masterclass training that you're looking around mind, body, and soul wellness, please let us know. And it would be our honor and privilege to bring this to you. We love you. Have a beautiful day. Thank you. Okay, welcome to the new moon Capricorn intention setting ceremony. My dear friend Kristy and I are here, and we're going to walk you through what we do for our new moon rituals for intention setting. We're going to go about 45 minutes here, and the first half is going to be a little bit of education, and then the second half is really going to be specifically around the manifestation and the intention setting. And so the way that we're going to structure this is we are going to set up this beautiful sacred space. We're going to set our intentions. We're going to anchor it in. We're going to ground it in, and then we're going to close in a prayer of gratitude. So super easy, simple 4 steps. And before we begin, I'm going to give you a little bit of information about Capricorn, what the energy of Capricorn is. And then I'm going to invite Kristy to help us create this beautiful sacred space with her amazing Reiki and energy healing and magicalness. So the energy of Capricorn is essentially what's working and what isn't. It's really black and white. It's also an energy for the long haul. It's reserved, it's disciplined, it's determined, it's honest, it's wise, it's all the things you have learned and grounded in, and all the things you're going to be doing going forward. It's like slow and steady is the course. It's also really sensitive when it comes to those things that are really important and really practical, the structure, the stability. You intuitively know what's right and wrong. And the other thing to know with the energy of Capricorn, especially because we're coming into the switch from Pluto into Capricorn at the 29th degree into Aquarius in 2 weeks. And this is a massive astrological cycle that is closing down. And so I'm going to invite you to not push, just allow, just pretend you're in the river and you're flowing, and just whatever happens, happens. Just focus on yourself and how you want to feel and what you want to do to feel the way you want to feel. And knowing that what we're going to do in this time here today, it's not necessarily about manifesting the quick hit. It's more about anchoring that long-term vision for sustainable success in your mind, body, soul, in all parts of your life. Kristy, I don't know if you want to add anything to that before I kind of give a little background on manifesting and what it is, but have you got anything else you want to add specifically about Capricorn?
I think you said it wonderfully and beautifully, and I'm interested in hearing more.
So we've all heard manifesting, we've all heard the law of attraction, but I'm going to ask you to just look at this with a different lens today. My business is actually called Live with Intent. I got this tattoo like 15 years ago on my back. And little did I know then, I just was getting a tattoo because I needed a little bit of help. And it felt like a really beautiful phrase that I ran into, and I decided to ink it on my body forever. Well, little did I know that 10 years later, I would be owning a company called Live with Intent. Here I am again at another level of awakening, which really is understanding the alignment with as above, so below. This is the intention line. This is the intention point. And when all of this is in pure, beautiful, harmonious alignment, and this is what we're striving for. I'm human, you're human. This is a journey. But when you can get to that beautiful intention point, that is when the manifestation happens. So what we're going to show you today is not, oh my gosh, I wish I could. I really want this. And I'm going to manifest my way to get there. Because then you're constantly creating this separation from who you are right now in the present moment to what you want in the future. And so we're going to bridge that gap and bring that future to now. We're not going to look at the past, and we're not going to look at the future. We're going to look at what you want to manifest right now. And with the energy of intention and not goal setting, because Intention is, I want this. Now, what is the action that I'm going to do right now to make that my reality in the present moment? It's a present, it's a gift. That is manifestation. So when you look at manifesting, I'm just going to give you like a 50,000 foot view here. And if you have questions, you can drop them in the comments, or you can message myself or Kristy afterwards. But essentially you have this point, this as above, so below. This is the vertical and the horizontal. You can think of it like Mother Nature, the equinox and the solstices, right? And so Mother Nature has the seasons. She has this beautiful circadian rhythm where you're in this constant balance of equal harmony, of equal giving and equal receiving. Now, humans, we're making that not so balanced and not so harmonious, and that's what's going on right now. But when you look at Mother Nature outside of the lens of the humanness layered on top of it, she works in beautiful harmony, constant balance. And I've got chills as I'm saying this, constant balance of giving and a constant balance of receiving, because it is aligned with what my mind wants, what my heart wants, and what my root is grounding into receiving. And the mind, the spiritual, the divine, the source energy, whatever it is, God, that's the as above, so below. You receive the intentional message, you ground it into your heart, and you action it in the root, in the Mother Earth root. And then you make sure that you share this beautifully, what you've just received, in beautiful harmony of giving and receiving. Not people pleasing, not codependency, not attachment, not doing, not hustling, not exhausting, not leaning back and having everything done for you. When you are in this beautiful circadian rhythm, this is the flow, this is the manifestation, this is the magical moment that we're going to help you get to right now. I'm actually really excited because this is like taking what I know about this to a next level. So we're going to do this right here with you. And I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to share before we got to that. Kristy, do you have anything to add?
My cat was just licking my honey. I was like, no, you don't. You know what? I think you said it really beautifully, and it's integrating that part of you that is literally just the giver, and the giver without attachments or expectations on what you think you have to receive back or how you think you should receive it back, and giving from a place of love and joy, because this is what lights you up. This is what makes you happy. This is what makes you feel alive. When you have that inspiration, when you have that idea that comes through, it's making you feel good for a reason. It's exciting you for a reason, and it's meant to be shared. And when you come from that place without the expectation of receiving, anything back from it, that is when those things show up out of nowhere, that surprise you, that are blessings, and that you didn't expect. And those are the most exciting things, when surprises come in. And so you're giving from this place of excitement and love and passion and joy, and this is what you're meant to be doing, and you just feel it in your body, and the idea excites you and inspires you, and it's changed your life, and it's given you a great aha moment, so you want to share it. And again, that is when you start to call in the people just like you, just that want things just like you, that see things just like you, that want to be in your space, that want to buy from you, that want to be healing with you, or whatever it is. And so the one thing that I'll be doing today is, the one thing that can block us from these things, and completely, you can 100% obviously be unblocked. Everyone can. The only thing that really does is when there is that conflict between heart and mind, and the mind is saying something, but the body and the heart is saying, yes, this is what inspires me, and the mind is arguing that, or saying negative things, or you're just in disbelief, and then that is what impacts your actions going forward. So that's what we'll be doing for Reiki today, is we're going to be removing those limiting beliefs and really creating that space so that you can come from a place of joy and get effortlessly get moving towards those things because you're coming from a place of love.
I love you. I'm so excited. So
Love you.
that was the little bit of the educational piece. One more piece that I want to bring into this before we start is, you know, you guys know I love my crystals, my candles, my cards. We're going to bring that in partly because it's connected to the energy of Mother Earth, because it's a natural element, but also because it's fun. And you know what? We're meant to enjoy life and have some fun. And if we want to bring this in pureness and in authenticity without any ulterior motives, and we already know we've set the intention, we've cleansed and made our space sacred before we even started this video. We're going to bring this in for more fun because you know what? What's the point of living if you're not having fun? So we're going to begin. I'm going to Sage and Palo Santos. Kristy, would you like to open with a prayer or however you want to open with Reiki or anything that you feel called to open? And I'm just going to do a ritualistic cleansing and grounding of this space. And then I'll pull some cards as you're maybe doing the Reiki. Does that work for you?
Sure.
Awesome. I forgot
Okay.
my here.
All right. Sorry, I was just looking to see if I have any sage or anything around, but I don't. So you'll have to send some my way.
Yes, and this is for everybody in the space as well, whether you're watching live or on the replay. This is for you to receive just as potently. That is my intention for you today.
Yes. So let's just invite Holy Spirit, Holy Fire Reiki, Jesus, Mother Earth, our guides, our angels, Archangels Michael, Ariel, Gabriel, Raphael, Metatron, and just beings of light, and protect this space, keep this space clear, the energy clear, allow for accurate guidance and intuitive downloads and all the beautiful energy, and the energy here to help and assist anyone watching this right now, anyone watching this on the replay, to receive a nice detox of just thoughts and beliefs that no longer serve them, peacefully, calmly, and comfortably, and to feel and see the shifts from this session. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So what I'm going to do is pull a card. We'll see what pops through. My intention is to pull a card to ground in the energy of the Capricorn new moon specifically. And this moon specifically, usually, you know, you're thinking, I want to do this for the next 30 days. This actually goes through a 6-month cycle of new moon to next to the next full moon, which would happen in the Cancer time frame. But this moon in particular, because we're closing such a large astrological cycle, you're looking at really long-term, 10 to 20 years. What have you learned? What do you don't want to do again? What do you want to now set your intention in for this slow and steady wins the race, slow and steady marathon, right? It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. Now you can certainly put sprints into your marathon, which are the little mini micro goals. What's your intention for now and for the next 10 years? And I kid you not, you literally just said call in light beings. And look at the card I just pulled. That's wild. And you know, I don't get this card very much, so I'm actually just going to read it. And it says, enlightened soul information. This image depicts a light being. The term light being is used to describe a range of ethereal forms, including guides and angels. They observe you from a higher perspective so they can see the most auspicious path for you to create your dreams and your desires. Sometimes your light beings may seem to take you down a path fraught with difficulty. However, everything is happening for a reason. Just as we know a baby will eventually walk, you will also find your footing and attain your dreams. Your light beings are not here to save you, for that would interfere with your ability to create unique paths and conclusions. They are the keepers of the faith that hold the stream that hold and string your past, your present, and your future dreams and desires to your heart. Only you can decide what to do with this information. You cannot get it wrong, for your light beings will just show you another way.
Wow, beautiful.
Yeah, I really don't remember the last time I pulled this card, and it's so funny. Before we started, I'll share this and then we can get going, was that if you're on the spiritual path and you have awoken or are waking, for lack of better words, you may have turned your life upside down in the last few years, and it's not what your life looked like, and it's 180 degrees. You might have a completely new circle of friends. You might be living in a completely new location. You might have changed your jobs. You might be wanting to do this. And one of the things that I've noticed and I have felt shift, and Kristy, you can probably echo this, but I'll ask you, is I have moved from trying to convince and show people this feels really good and this is the way, to letting go and letting go and letting go and just allowing, knowing that this is my structure and my foundation, as above, so below, and it has served me so powerfully. I am so grounded. I have such a level of clarity and inner peace within now, compared to the stress and the anxiety and the overwhelm and the confusion before. And so I have shifted from trying to convince and show people the light to be the light and just shine brighter. And so my invitation to you is, how can you be more in alignment and just be brighter? Because I do believe that that is what we are meant to be doing now. We have shifted from trying to pull to lead, and those that are meant to lead with us will follow. And that's a very different path to be on. So that's what I get from that card.
I love it. And also that we are not alone, that we're being guided, that we have to listen to that inner guidance, and we have to listen to those intuitive hits, and we also can pay more attention to the moments where we're inspired and where we can feel more connected to that inspiration, and to really just deeply connect to the passion, the inspiration, the joy, the fun, and everything that lights us up, because those are the things that are going to bring us into alignment. And when we have that alignment, when things feel good, when we're in alignment, our bodies feel good, our bodies are healthier, our minds are healthier, and we just feel all around better. And so finding that joy to raise the vibration and bring the inner light, because you are a light being. So bring in your inner light.
I love that. So with that, what we're going to do is we're probably going to take about 10 minutes, and we're going to, I've lit my candles. So if you have candles, you can light them. I've got some of my most favorite and the crystals that I'm kind of calling in to sit with me during this session. I've got these beautiful crystals. And that's just representative of where I want to focus, but absolutely do what you or feel drawn to do. We're going to give you about 10 minutes, and take pen to paper if you can, because that's another energy of Mother Earth, and just write out your intentions. We're going to give you some guidance on how to do this. And if you're watching on the replay, you can just pause the video, and when you're done, you can turn it back on, and then we'll close. But what I'm going to invite you to do is, when you set these intentions, I want you to first, we've done this already, and if you need to take a few deep breaths, to drop into your heart and to really feel the weight of Mother Earth on your feet. You can put your hands on your chest. If you are coming in from a busy morning or a busy afternoon, you can go for a walk. You can do some breathing or some meditating. The invitation here is to, and hopefully we've done this for you already, but is to really bring some stillness so that you can connect in with your intuition, and making sure that you're grounded and centered. So you're having that conversation, that divine conversation, out of intuition and not out of fear and survival, because we want you to grow and expand and anchor onto that light as part of this process. So the other thing is when you're writing, think about what you can write as far as not writing it in the past and not writing it in the future. It's not like if I want to start a business, it's not like, okay, I can't wait to start a business and this is how it's going to do and da 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 da. It's I have started it and this is what I'm doing. What is the specific action that you are embodying right now that you can feel in your mind, body, and your soul to really ground that in?
And it's 12:34 p.m.
Of course it is. And the other thing to note is the reason I'm saying it to you this way, I know everybody wants to, you know, get here, whatever your here is, but you got to get to there through these little micro steps. This is the energy of Saturn. Saturn rules Capricorn. Saturn also rules Aquarius. So we're right at this shifting point. It also rules Pisces. We're in this shifting point of the tried and the tested and the true, the structure, and then this Aquarius of this beautiful, airy thinking. But it's Saturn is you got to do the work. You do the work, you're going to get the reward. So what are you right now in the present? And that is what your intention and what it is that you're going to focus on your manifesting. So a couple of journal prompts we can give you, and then we'll put this down on mute for a few minutes and then we'll come back. So what lights you up? What do you want more of in your life? And what do you want less of in your life? And what is the action that you're going to take to embody full responsibility for everything that is in my life right now? And this might be a hard one to swallow because, well, they did this and this happened. You are responsible. What one piece can you take responsibility of? And if something happened to you, how can you turn this around and say, well, what caused this and what can I do about that to shift? That is your internal power. That is your internal strength. And that's a lot of courage too. And so I celebrate and commend you for that. What excuses am I making right now that I'm not having the dreams that I want? So what is it that I'm going to do and be and am in this moment? If I'm procrastinating on something, because we all lean back, we all put our head in the sand on the difficult things. Maybe there's something that you can move forward on that you're procrastinating on. What boundaries for myself am I neglecting? Spiritual, mental, emotional, physical, relationship, career, financial. I guarantee there is one boundary there that can be elevated. Perfectionism. Is perfectionism stopping you? Is procrastination stopping you? What are the fears, the beliefs? When you dial down and you look to that core wound, which we all have, that is where you're going to set your intention for moving forward. And that is the easier way to ground it in because it's you're going to feel it. This is your why. And a lot of people struggle with this conversation because it's uncomfortable. And it takes a lot of courage to look at the things that I'm proposing that you look at. And so I celebrate you for looking at. And I'm excited for you to move forward and to live in more intention with what your mind, body, and your cell want you to experience and want you to enjoy in this lifetime. Do you have anything to add, Kristy, before I throw us on mute?
I think one more thing to think about is if you're manifesting, you want to be as if you have that thing right now. So I think also think about what actions you could be doing or what it looks like if you had that thing, if you were a big CEO or if you had a booming business. How would you be acting right now? And how can you implement practices, rituals, habits, daily things that you could do that will help you embody those things that you want to bring in? Because once you can embody it, once it's a physical somatic experience, it's easier to ground it into the 3D.
Absolutely. And that's why superstar athletes, Olympic performers, public speakers, visualize, 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 because as soon as you're in that moment, when it happens, it's like, well, but of course it happened. There might be a lot of micro steps to get you there, but feeling, that's the whole piece about the act as a. So thank you for saying that. I forgot to put that part in.
That's okay. That's why I'm here. We bring the balance.
Thank you. So I'm going to invite you, Kristy, to do whatever you want. If you want to write, that's fine. If you want to do Reiki, that's cool. We're going to take about 10 minutes and then we'll probably spend maybe 5 minutes sharing and then 5 minutes closing and then we're good. So we'll be done in about 20 minutes.
Cool. So sorry, I really want to get the cat off the desk. I don't know how this cat keeps getting on here, but just give me 1 second. I'm gonna do a meditation.
Oh, cool.
I'm gonna do a beautiful meditation and a little bit of hypnosis.
And I think this is so by design because we are surrounded by so much noise and distraction that prioritizing how you want to be and live is important. And so you see how we keep trying to come back to this space because the mind and the subconscious wants you to be like a squirrel and go here and go here. And it's like, no, this is important. This is what I'm focusing on. And you know, carving this time out to do this takes you from that direction to this direction.
Mm-hmm.
Is your cat in a better location now?
Yes, he's gone for now. For now, until he sneaks in again.
So maybe do then, if you're going to do that, that's totally cool. Afterwards, for anybody that watches on the replay, just pause the video and then you can write and you can journal afterwards, or at any point throughout this. Do use this space as you desire that serves you best. We're just kind of giving you the things that work for us.
Mm-hmm. So we're just going to start with a little bit of breath work, just to kind of ground ourselves, connect to the heart space. And so if you could just close your eyes and start to breathe in, and it's going to be a count. I'm going to count to 3. We're going to pause for 3, and I'm going to count to 6 on the way out. And so let's begin. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Breathe out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Pause. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just breathe regularly now, inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your nose, relaxing and releasing any tension from your head down into your cheeks and behind your eyes, especially in the jaw, resting your tongue on the top of your mouth. And letting this relaxing feeling rush down through your neck and your shoulders and down into your arms. And into your hands, and perhaps feeling some tingly sensations in the palms of your hands or in the fingertips. And this relaxing feeling, opening up your chest and creating space for your heart chakra. And that relaxing feeling running down into your solar plexus and your belly, all the way down into your hips, your pelvis. Letting go down into your quads, your hamstrings, your shins, and your calves. And maybe feeling a little bit of a tingly sensation at the bottoms of your feet and in your toes. And now breathing into any part of your body, being so connected in this place here. Noticing any tension in the body or any sensations, and just using your breath, breathing in calm, breathing in clean energy. And every time you inhale, breathing in fresh oxygen to re-energize, reset, purify your body. And with every exhale, you see it leave your body. And just take a moment here to connect to your heart space. And whatever comes up that inspires you about that manifestation, whether it's making more money, having your business work easily, content flow easily, using your bold voice, being in your truth, sharing the gifts that are coming through you peacefully, calmly, comfortably. Connect to that inspiration. And getting comfortable with feeling empowered by this. Getting comfortable with using inspired action, with moving forward and following through, being present in the moment, allowing yourself to take each step with inspired action and with intention. Asking yourself if this is true to you, if it feels good, and being led by that inner guidance and those intuitive, loving, joyous, passionate feelings within you, without any attachment, without any expectation, just allowing yourself to share freely through God, through your heart, in the quiet, without any noise around you, paying only close attention to your body and that inner fire, that inner compass. And it is easy to do this because it is true to who you are. You don't have to put extra effort. It just flows through you because it's natural. And things that are meant for you, you are open to, and it just becomes a natural thing. And there is a deep belief within you that because it makes you so lit up and so happy and so inspired, that it must be for you. Trusting that, going about your days, being in that embodiment of what you see for yourself, what you want for yourself, and what you desire. And this is a deep, deep love and heart desire from your soul. Anything else in the mind, anything that brings up fear or stress or anxiety is just not real. So you pay less and less attention to those things and more attention to the physical joy and excitement that you feel. And so I want you to bring all these wonderful feelings with you, knowing how to connect deeper to your body by breathing, relaxing, letting go, quieting the noise around you, and allowing space for these wonderful new manifestations and new beginnings to come in. And just take a deep breath and put your hands to heart. And say thank you. And maybe you want to yawn, rub your heart, rub your chest, yawn, stretch. And just welcome her in. She's here. Integrate her.
Make sure I don't flash everybody when I go do my yawning. Oh, I love listening to you. You're magical.
Oh, thank you.
If anybody's listening on replay, I would love for you to share in the comments how this was for you. I always feel so good in Kristy's space, and I hope you feel really good in our space as well. And we love having you here. So thank you for joining us. And thank you for that, Kristy. That was really beautiful. So I'm keeping an eye on the time. So for anybody that wants to do some journal writing, you've got those prompts and you can write anything that's come through, pen to paper to ground it in. You can do some candle gazing. You can rub your crystals. You can go for a walk. You can move your body. Anything if you feel as though you want to just really bring another level of grounding into that intention. But the ask is to just really surrender and think long term. What is the intention of how I want to be right now? And that's what our hope is, that we are helping you manifest right now. So with that, I think what we're going to do is just close the space and we can stay on for any questions afterwards. And because you invited the guides, do you want to close them, Kristy, or do you want me to do that?
You can do that.
Okay. I have received multiple messages that our ancestors were with me all day today. So I want to thank my ancestors, your ancestors, all of our ancestors for joining us here today. This has been really powerful. And I want to thank all of our angelic realm, all of our angels, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, Jesus, Mary Magdalene, all of our beautiful light beings, everybody that had the highest, every being, every soul that had the highest intention and interest to help us be clear and ground in this moment and to take us to the next moment in the most beautiful, harmonious way. We genuinely want to thank you from the bottom of our heart for joining us and carrying us through this moment and carrying us through all the moments from this day forward. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So with that, I'm going to turn off the recording, and you know where to find us if you want to connect with us further. We would love that. And happy new moon in Capricorn, and have a beautiful day.
Happy new manifestations.